actually designed it, and then I helped him tweak it to make it work. We've gone through 5 or 6 variations of it because it's all based on what will work on the inside of El Toro. Not El Toro, sorry, Irwindale. So it's the dimensions and everything are based off, you know, 2 mirrored courses that'll fit inside there. So we've gone through various iterations of what will work and trying to figure out what will make the best show for the people that show up there to watch. So unfortunately, sitting here it isn't quite as entertaining as actually I think it will be sitting up in the stands where you have more dimension to the course. And also the plan is to build more interesting obstacles so it gives the viewer something more to look at than just a couple of cones on the ground in a parking lot. I enjoy doing this. Right. Yeah, I mean, if this folds up, you know, December 5th, yeah, I'll be bummed. But the thing about it, though, is at the heart of it, I love to compete, and this style of driving is incredibly fun. It just is. So I'm just stoked to be able to do this and go back to actually the competition side of where this actually came from for me. Yeah, this car in particular is based off the Rallycross car that the Oldsbergs build to race in the European Rallycross Championship. So we use that as a base. You know, it's a 2011 Ford Fiesta under all that. And this one in particular, though, we took that base of that rally car and basically built exactly to my specifications how I wanted to drive, sort of the ultimate setup. So the great thing about, you know, the Gymkhana setup is I'm not restricted by anybody's rules. Like with World Rally, with American Rally, you're stuck with particular rules that govern how big the turbo is, or how big, you know, the turbo restrictor is, that type of thing, or the weight of the car. So with this, there's just no restrictions. So we made the car incredibly light. We put a turbo on that would do what I want it to do, which is a very broad power band, because yeah, they can tune this engine to 1,000 horsepower, but a giant burst of speed with no control is not what works for this sort of setup. So we have a smaller turbo with a very nice power band, and then just a very good suspension setup that's targeted specifically for this sort of driving, and a nice sequential gearbox with an electronic shifter, you know, on the steering wheel, and then a giant handbrake. So because the handbrake is, you know, ultimately very important for this style of driving, to be able to get the car to pivot and turn and rotate for, you know, a tight 360 or 180.
Actually, driving style was, I thought that was pretty similar. I thought he's driving like a more road racer style, but whatever he does seems like kind of similar to me. It's like you know, use e-brake before the tight turn and get sideways. The biggest difference is he doesn't have to have counter steer because it's an all-wheel drive. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. Just wait and then get sideways, and on the gas and control the gas to, you know, the angle of the sideways and stuff like that. And use the steering to kind of adjust. It's pretty much the similar stuff. So that's another thing I kind of surprised. In December, there's an invitational event in Irwindale, and of course I want to drive, but now I know how to feel in all-wheel drive, so I don't know if I want to drive the FR car in this event. You know, I love to drive FR, but maybe for Gymkhana I need to build something like Evo or something, like all-wheel drive, and try to compete against Ken Block. That'll be my goal.